According to a preliminary report, this small plane that crashed at RDU International yesterday bounced when it landed. It ended up going off the runway over another runway used by commercial planes before it came to a stop. How close was it to colliding with another plane? WRAL Investigates Sarah Kruger analyzed air traffic control communications to get some answers.
The good news is both the pilot and the doctor on board are expected to be okay. But the crash does raise some concerns for one aviation expert about the layout of the runways here. The single-engine six-seater plane came to rest in a patch of grass after running off the airport's short runway and crossing one of the airport's long runways. This image from Google Earth gives us a better idea of the distance between the perpendicular runways, about the length of a football field. Aviation expert Jim Krause says that setup is pretty common.
There are various configurations of airports throughout the United States, but this is not an unusual arrangement to have a secondary or auxiliary runway or two that intersect the main runways. We found Charlotte's airport has a short runway that ends about the same distance from a major runway.
Tower, good morning. TBM 228, Charlie Hotel, video visual runway 32. I hope y'all are doing good today.
Radio traffic shows pilot Art Johnson told the tower he planned to land on runway 32. That's down here on the diagram. Fortunately, tower communication shows two commercial planes were using the long runway on the other side of the airport, 23R. American Airlines Flight 1895 from Charlotte landed at 10:10, about the same time the plane crashed.
Hello, American 1895, right, tower 93 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 23 right, American 1895.
While the radio traffic is difficult to understand, it does appear two other smaller planes were using the runway around the time the out-of-control plane crossed it.
November 515 is Charlie Sierra 23 left, flight, runway heading clear for takeoff. Hello, mine 2331 right, Charlie 23 left, clear to land. 23 left, clear to land, Mark 2331.
While air traffic control will allow aircraft to use both runways at the same time, Krause says they'll try to avoid having planes on both runways at the same time.
Hopefully, in the air traffic control landing sequence and the tower sequencing, there's enough room between those aircraft that they're not potentially a conflict one to the other.
Sarah Kruger, WRAL News.